And we should be live. Right at 2. All right.
Perfect.
I already tweeted out the stream and put it on the Discord, and I think we're all set and ready to go. Corey Davis joined us about 10 minutes ago and dropped $15 in super chats. Thank you so much, Corey Davis. How are you guys doing? How's it going, everybody? Let me put it on the chat real quick. All right. Corey Davis, thank you for the $10 super chat. He says, winter is coming to the U.S. Freedom of speech will be gone. A wise king once said, if you refuse to believe the truth, I'll send you a strong enough delusion that you will believe a lie.
Which king said that? I'm curious.
Was it Solomon?
I don't know.
Was that in Thessalonians?
Solomon didn't speak in Thessalonians.
I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
I don't think so, at least.
And then he says, with another $5 super chat, thank you for the super chats, Corey Davis. We appreciate that. Remember, it's easy to get something past someone if you can hide your agenda behind something that the masses can get behind. Order through chaos. That seems all too real right now, doesn't it? I like speaking on the hypothetical here because we're talking, you know, relative to current event, but not, you know, you can still say that it's not tied to it, and this isn't political speech or anything. So it's right there. Very well said. Well put. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Let me hit the record button. How's it going, everybody? I'm Drifty from Driftwood Gaming. Welcome back to Learning RPG Maker MV. I am joined with the lovely, beautiful, talented, and creative T.
Hello, hello, hello.
Thank you so much, Corey Davis, for dropping $15 before we even started. Appreciate that. Yeah, today we're going to be working in RPG Maker MZ, like I said, and I'm going to be working on some new systems, the Pacify system, and whatever else comes to mind. I'll be answering questions about the engine, so feel free to voice your questions in the chat, and we'll get them answered. Another $5 from Corey Davis. Thank you, Corey. He says, what's up, peeps?
Yeah, I echo that. What's up, peeps? How's your day going? Who's got snow? Who doesn't?
What's up, BG, Tiny Goblin Productions, Gillespie, BG. I just call him BG. It helps me.
BG works, yeah, I'm sure.
He says, yo, got class.
I always say
class just got out.
Bagilisip.
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 Yes.
Wait, hold on. Can you give me a Bagilisip sample?
Bagilisip. Oh, wait. Let me do it.
Yeah.
Bagilisip. Bagilisip. Is that good?
Yeah. Hold on.
Bagilisip.
There we go.
Bagilisip. 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 Bagilisip.
Yeah, there we go.
Bagilisip.
If you could only hear it.
If only I could hear. Bagilisip. Bagilisip.
Here, let's go with that. Give me a Corey Davis.
Sir Corey Von Davis. Sir Corey Von Davis. Sir Corey Von Davis. Sir Corey.
Oh, it's so much fun. Another $5 super chat for Corey Davis. Dang, just throwing money at us. Thank you so much, Corey. He says, I've been chilling at this shipper for almost 10 hours. About to eat some noodles while I YouTube and chill. Hell yeah.
I want noodles.
Get down on some ramen noodles. I had it was a chicken, it wasn't barbecue. What was it called?
Calzone?
Yeah, it was a calzone, but what's the spicy chicken?
Buffalo?
Buffalo chicken. That's the word. The buffalo chicken.
I'm eating cookies dipped in coffee right now.
Spicy cookies? Spice
yeah,
cookies?
They're like spiced cookies. Yeah.
They're not too bad.
I got them for Lily, but she's so picky. She doesn't eat anything.
We've tried to give her Oreos, and she likes to take them apart, lick them, and then just put them like in random places
she
today.
Also paints with the cream. She'll take the cream and just like paint on things with it.
I found half of an Oreo cookie in my snow boot this morning when we were doing some loading.
She's got interesting theories about life.
This is where the cookies belong, inside Daddy's boots. Here's a good idea for a system, since we've talked about lots of different stuff, jumping into RPG Maker. If you're using this plugin, the core engine, you can set up a a common event to run on initialization. Where's it at? Somewhere near. Is it quality of life settings? Yeah. I think it's in here. Well, somewhere there's a place where you can have a common event run on a new game. Here it is, new game common event. So I'm calling a common event to run when a new game starts. And that's a nice tip in itself, but you can do multiple things with this, like set up all your initialization events. And if you wanted to do like a main storyline progression thing, you don't have to make as many switches as if you instead use a variable. So what I've done here is created a main story progress variable, and I've set it to 1 in the initialization event. So when you start a new game, your main story progress variable goes to 1. And then you can track your main story progress and where you're at based on that variable. So after your intro, when you arrive, on the first map, you can run a conditional check that says if your main story progress variable is at 1, then do such thing, whatever you want to do. So your story progression can start here, and then afterwards you can set that to 2. And then if you want to have a linear story, which most games actually do have linear stories in most ways, then this is one way to handle it with a single variable. So then, you adjust it after the conversation happens to go to the next set. You can get around this by doing lots of switches, but it's really a good way to, it's like the backbone of your main progression. Just use one variable. I just wanted to mention that. And that's
I almost dipped my cookie in water.
I'm sure it would have been fine.
I have a cup of water and a cup of coffee right next to each other, and I almost picked the wrong cup.
I'm sure it wouldn't have mattered.
I don't know.
It would have been shockingly different, but at the same time, it's a cookie. And I mean, come on, you're still going to eat it, right?
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Common event for upon load. Does MZ have the utility common event for upon load?
You mean like if you want to skip the title screen or something?
I think he's saying like when you load your game. I don't think so. I don't see... I mean, unless you're doing some meta adjustments, I don't know.
I think you need a plugin for that kind of stuff, don't you?
You just event it.
Oh.
Right?
I don't know.
When you load a game? No, a plugin, you're right. For loading a game. Yeah, you can even go into the JS and run some code.
I wonder if the MV plugins for that would work. Has that changed?
I don't know.
If it hasn't changed from MV to MZ, it'll probably work.
Many of the MV plugins still work in MZ. Not all of them, but many of them do. What's up, Pug Dungeon? William McBlack, Electro Ninja's Lab. How are you guys doing? Nat was here. I see notifications I click. Skepsis D was here, early bird. Corey Davis was early bird here, throwing money. Corey Davis with another $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate that. He says, so is there a way in MV to bring over save data to a new game?
Yep, a New Game Plus plugin. There's several of them, actually.
That's typically called New Game Plus, and there's many different ways to handle that, but I think the best and easiest way is Yanfly's New Game Plus plugin. So I would just grab that from Yanfly. What's up, Smo Valadorn? How you doing? Veroclaws here. How are you? How was your game? You guys making good progress on your games and projects and stuff? Or
here, Corey, I'm linking it in the chat for you.
Boom.
You probably already have it, but now you'll know what it looks like.
Yeah, convenience. Just some more convenience. What do I want to get done today? That's a good question. Messing around with new systems. I want to redesign a little bit of the Pacify system. We're just starting it, so like it's it's in the early preliminary stages. I want to make some sort of system where you have to have timed attacks, like you have to press a button or something at a specific point in time. And I think this will be a good way to make it not so boring. Because currently, I'll show you. By the end of the game, you're just going to be spamming one skill over and over and over. So let's go to the forest, and then we'll just like get into an attack, starting to get into a fight. And so you have your pacified bar, right? And you use your pacify skill, and it looks great, looks good, nice sound effects and all. But you're really just hitting a skill over and over, and it's raising a number. And then when the number gets to 100, the counter is pacified. Corey Davis dropping $10 more on the super chat. Thank you so much, Corey Davis. I appreciate that. He says, And is there a way to bring save data from MV to MZ?
Ooh.
I mean, like if I make a game called Run, the first run beats the game, and then I make a new game called Run, the final run. I don't.
Somebody would have to make a plugin for
there
it.
would need to be some sort of JSON formatting conversion.
Yeah.
Because boom, there's how it works, and then you pacify the.
I'm
thing.
sure somebody will though, because that was the first thing I thought when you asked about Save Game Plus. I was like, what about taking MV games, like taking the save file from people's MV games that they played and using it to make a new game plus for MZ game sequels. Yeah, I think somebody's going to make that, I'm sure.
Now, there is a game out there, but it's from MV to MV that takes the save data. It's called Last Dream, and then they made an expansion, and you can load your Last Dream save file into your into the new expansion and keep your party members.
Yeah.
But it's actually VXAs. It's VXAs to VXAs, because the expansion is also VXAs.
Right.
Corey Davis dropping 777 super chat. Thank you again, Corey. Just raining the cash on us. Thank you. Appreciate that. He says, but I want to use the save data from the first game I made to influence the way the second game works out.
I do too.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to do it besides,
I think it has to be a plugin.
Okay, because look, you have your file, you have your save right here, and they're actually different formats. Because let me open
Are they
game.
different formats?
Yeah, because look. Let me navigate to an MV save game. Let's go to MV. Let's just say Legend of Driftwood. Okay, in the save folder, you've got the format RPG save, right? You got file 22, file 23, RPG save. Where's my other folder? And then if you look at inside the MV, it says RMMZ save.
So somebody would definitely have to write a conversion plugin for that. It would have to convert the RPG save information to be compatible with the new save format.
And I doubt it's just a renaming. I think it's a different structure.
Right.
In fact, what about let's look. You know what? Let's look. Let's just open up VS Code real quick, because Corey's throwing money at us to ask the specific question.
Heck yeah.
We can go a little more.
I'm curious because I want to do the same thing. Like that sounds wicked cool.
Taking from MV data and then like the continuation in an entirely new engine,
right?
But still influence the variables and data on that. VS Code had an update. Okay, so let me just open a file. I will navigate to the MZ one real quick, and we'll look at both of them, and then we'll compare to see how the data stacks up differently. Save folder. We'll just say file 0. This is the MZ save. This file is not displayed in the editor because it is either binary or uses an unsupported text encoding.
Oh gosh. So if somebody did want to write a plugin for it, they would have to be able to open it and read the code.
Yeah. So it's encoded in some other... I think it's done that way so you can't just load your save and change your gold like right here. I think it's probably hexadecimal.
It looks...
But it's like just a jumbled binary mess. Yeah, it's
hieroglyphics
just right now. But if you had like a hex editor, you could probably open it. Let's open. Okay, this is the MV one. Let's open the file for an RPG Maker that's the MZ. I'm sorry. Let's open for MV. $2 super chat from Vino saying, "Happy Thursday. How is everyone doing well?" Is that a question, Vino? Threw me off. I was like, how is everyone doing?
Maybe it's supposed to be, how is everyone doing,
hope everyone is doing well.
How is everybody doing, comma,
how is everybody doing well?
Question mark.
Thank you for the $2, Vino. Let's open an MV one. So we're looking at this binary RPG Maker MZ save file. Let's open up, a large MV game save file. Here, save file 22. Sure, open. So this one is not a binary. It's just some weird coded version. So this is a save file. Look at this, honey. This is a save file.
Huh. Whoa.
from MV.
That's huge.
That's what she said.
My goodness.
This is an MV save file, and then this is an MZ save file. It's safe to say they're much different format, like I originally thought. So it would take some workarounds and a plugin specifically to read data.
I mean, obviously it's possible because Yamfly did it for MV.
What do you mean?
To take the data from the save file and change parameters in a new game.
Well, no, he's talking about from one engine to another engine.
Yeah, I know. But like, if it's possible to do it in one engine, I'm sure it could be converted or compiled or whatever the hell you call it to the other format.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a whole nother ball game because you're taking save data and then you're interpreting that data and putting it back in the engine. You're taking something that you don't have to like restructure, and you just throw that back in a certain way. That's much different than taking data from one format, reformatting
actually, you don't have to reformat it. What are we talking about? You just have to read the MV save file and set parameters or set variables or whatever in the new game in MZ. You don't have to change the MZ save file.
But by doing that, if you want to save that into your game, you will have to make some sort of utility that actually reformats.
Why?
Well, because you're taking data that looks like a specific way and you read it, right? And then when you take that data and you save it into another format that it can be read in, that's called converting it.
No, what I'm saying is that instead of translating it as save data, translate it as changes in the actual game. So say you want to carry over a certain weapon. So it inserts this weapon into the database of your new game. So when you save it, it's saved in MZ format because you have the weapon in your inventory.
Well, the thing about that is you would also need to line up certain items. Like you would be copying the items and weapons that will be transferred over to the new game through the method we used yesterday, right? Yesterday we did a quick and dirty database copy of the tile set, or was that on to?
Gosh, it sounds so complicated, but it could be done. I think
it could be done.
Yeah,
it could be done, but I really don't have the capability to do that at this moment. I don't know how I would. You'd make some sort of third-party utility program. You would extract data from MV save file, and then you would save it in a new format for MZ to interpret. But you'd also have to go about making your database inside MV, in your new game inside of MZ, similar to the one that's in MV, so that you can just add pointers instead of rebuilding.
That step you're putting the cart before the horse, because I think if you can just convert the data into the MZ database, when you save, it's automatically going to be saved in the MZ format. So I don't think you need to worry about putting it in MZ format. You have to worry about putting it in the database. And then once it's there and in the game, you save it, and it automatically will save into the MZ format.
Oh, just automatically, huh?
Well, sure, because if you're playing a game and you get an item, you buy it at the store, right? And it goes into your inventory, and you save the game, it's going to write it in MZ format. So if you have the item in your inventory, I don't think it's going to matter what way you get it in there.
Well, the thing is, if you're trying to save, it's going to say file, it'll be like weapon, because on the JSON, how it's looking for it, it's accessing data locations. So it's really just pointing at locations. And so when it says item number 10, whatever you have as item number 10 inside MZ, it has to line up to be item number 10 inside of MV. That's what I'm talking about, formatting your database properly.
But if you're first figuring out how like we copy the maps over, if you're first doing that, then it's going to be in MZ format. Because that's why you're able to copy. Like when we quick and dirty changed the project from MV to MZ, we were then able to just directly copy and paste the information over to another MZ project because it's in the MZ format.
Huh?
Never mind.
Wait, what?
It doesn't matter.
Vina with another $2 super chat. He says, my autocorrect is the best. Award-winning, really. Thank you, Vino.
Autocorrect is fun.
Autocucumber is amazing. Imagine when you talked, your brain auto-cucumbered everything.
Mine does. I don't have to imagine. It's wonky.
Who else is here? Flash 15X showed up. What's up, Flash? How you doing? Electro Ninja's Lab was here, doing decent, working on Kahomamamam review. Okay, whatever that means. Pug Dungeon was here. A story-based workaround for a game. Remembering what happened is the first game do what KOTOR did and have specific events determined by end-game dialogue. I love Knights of the Old Republic. I was looking at it yesterday, like, should I play it again? It's never going to be as good, and plus I've already done everything you needed that you can do in it, and I wish they'd make another Knights of the Old Republic. I would like a single-player Star Wars morality-based game where you have to choose the light side or the dark side, and both sides are, like, fully fleshed out. Nat says you'd probably have to de-encrypt an MV save file and an MZ save file, then figure out how to translate from MV to MZ. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, a utility program to do that. But on top of that, you also have to match up your databases so that when it refers to item number 10 or weapon number 13, it knows to pull from the database. And then that way the conversion only translates the numbers and not the entire, like, it's not going to write your database. You have to make the databases match up at least to a certain point, and then it says, oh, this number was saved here. Item, you have 10 of item number 7s, and then you make sure that item number 7 is lined up so that it just translates directly by the number. Anyway,
this whole thing is above my brain grade.
Kiwi's here. Hello, Kiwi. Stoppable Force is here. What's up, Stoppable? Good afternoon, gang. He says. Cool. Good question, Corey. You put us off on a whole line of thought there.
Very good question.
You spurred a whole line of thought. Back to my Pacify system. I want to make some sort of changes to it and give some sort of gamified clicky buttons. And the beautiful thing is I'm using an action sequence, so I can do different things inside the action sequence. Now, a common event, it's using a common event for the action sequence is what I meant. So the common event can do a lot of things, but not everything works while inside a common event. Maybe it's because I'm using CTB battle systems and certain plugins that could be interfering with other things. So you always take into consideration that not everything you can do in a common event you'll be able to do with your plugins inside of an action sequence in the common event, right? But most things so far have worked. I think the biggest notable one that just clearly did not work was when I tried to use an abort battle function. And that did not work. However, instead, I created a variable on the initialization event that sets a value to 1 billion, or 999,999,999, and then I just changed the entire troop's HP by decreasing it by that much and allowing death. So at the end of the battle, when you pacify them, you actually deal a billion damage to everything and they die. But they don't actually die. It's all in your head. They just disappear and drop all their loot. How did you get the fangs and the bat wings off the bat that fleed? We don't need to talk about how that happened. It just does, okay? They flew away all happily, but you also got their body parts.
They poop out extra spare parts when they run away because they're scared.
That's what happened. They're like lizards. When you scare them or grab their tail, they'll just detach their tail and grow it back next month. Corey Davis with another $5 super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. Corey Davis, love you. He says, it's officially my beta demo.
Official.
It's official. My beta demo will be out before 2021, unless life says no.
Drifty's autocorrect got
my auto cucumber got me there. That's cool. Yeah, I want to play it. Let me know when it's ready, and we'll play it on stream, if that's what you want. Okay, now, let's see, what should I do? I don't want to do show pictures, right? What if I let's use the HUD Maker. Let's use the HUD Maker, because this way I don't have to deal with show picture. I can deal inside the action sequence with turning on switches. And then with the switches, I can have other things happen. But then there would need to be timers as well. I can add weights. I can do that. That'll be perfectly fine. Okay. So let's try this. Let's make a switch. $5 super chat from Corey Davis again, saying, you already know.
Yeah, we already talked about playing this game on the Steam stream. Steam stream.
On the Steam stream.
Words are a thing that happens
Veraclaus
sometimes.
says, I hope your kids aren't getting homeschooled in biology.
Oh, yeah, because of bats pooping out wings. And,
right.
Or dropping off wings and growing them back.
That's just how it happens, right?
Hey,
they get scared and they just drop a wing and they'll just grow another wing.
Games are fantasy. You can make up your own laws of physics and biology.
This is actually future, past, present. And in this world, animals regrow their own parts. Nanobots are actually injected into every creature upon its creation. Just watch your action sequence MZ tutorial. Really useful. Thank you so much, Nicola. Thanks for watching. Nat says, I'm working on writing some stuff so I can put it in my level narrative design portfolio. Cool. Fun over realism. I agree with that, William McBlack. The games should be designed to be fun over just a realistic extension of, or an extension of reality or something.
I think it's boring when games
or try to be too real.
Yeah, because I mean, come on, we're in a fantasy world. When we're playing a game, it's a fantasy world. You can do anything you want. Why do you have to limit yourself to the laws of physics or like reality? Come on.
Right.
Make up your own. It's a game.
On some level, I understand where, on the contrary, to play devil's advocate here, you want to not break immersion. You want them to feel immersed in the world so that they can make it in their head become breathable and real. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it has to be a fun toy. A game has to be a fun toy first.
And you're not limited to reality.
You're not limited to just reality. Yeah. That's right. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I figured it out. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna turn on a switch that will display a picture in a random spot, and then do a wait timer, and then the player will have the ability to click on it, but if they don't click on it in time, it'll just disappear. And for each one that they do click on, it will add to the value of the Pacify Mather. That way, the number of how much you pacify them will be increased by each successful click of a button that shows up during that action sequence. Right? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So let me try to do that. Inside the comment event.
Do it. No excuses.
No excuses. Okay, after it does the action animation, that's when we show a picture. But we're not going to do a show picture because we're going to use the HUD Maker to make this a lot easier. And I'm going to use a switch. And I'm going to turn on a switch, and I'm going to call it the That's not how you spell pacify. I just still have to. I thought I corrected all of them, but apparently I didn't.
Well, it's weird because it looks like Pacify.
I know. Pacify. That's something else. That's what she said.
English is weird.
Our Pacify image, what are we going to call it? Skill-based picture. Pacify picture thing.
Yes.
Pacify picture
thing.
Picture 1. We're going to have many of them, right? Let's do what? 5? 5 of them that pop up? Picture 1. Pacify picture 1. Should I use a variable?
It's completely up to you.
Okay, hold on. I think I should use a variable for this. Yeah. Let's do a variable. Okay. That way I don't have to make 5 switches. I'll just leave this switch because for some reason I think I'm going to need it, but I probably won't. Insert a new control variable. Let's make a new variable and we'll call it Pacify. I'm never going to do this. Pacify images. Image 1. Pacify images because, and then I just change the number. Pacify images. Set it to 1. Right, set 1, yes. And then I'm going to need a wait. Add a wait of, 1 second? And let me copy this, paste it, paste it. And then this will be set it to 2, set it to 3, set it to 4, and set it to 5. Great. All right, now I have a controller, right? I have a controller. This is going to allow me to manipulate things. So on the battle HUD, I'll create a new group. Let's create a group. It's got some crazy deja vu right now. We'll create a new group. Pacify.
You know what scientists say causes deja vu?
What's that?
They say that our mind creates a linear story for us by buffering, essentially, because our brain processes slower than we intake stimuli. And sometimes that buffer has more of a delay than we're used to, or it goes faster than we're used to. I can't remember which way, but the timing or the cushion either shortens or lengthens, and it makes us feel like we've already experienced something that we're currently experiencing.
So there's like a buffering issue right now in my brain?
Yep.
Is that good or bad?
It's perfectly normal as far as I know. Is there any condition that's like precipitated by large amounts of deja vu
I don't know.
events? I don't know. I've never heard of anything like that.
Corey Davis says, nah, with a $5 super chat. He says, nah, T, it's the Matrix.
That's right. Actually, scrub everything I just said.
Yeah, forget it.
Totally the Matrix.
It's the Matrix.
Those movies were awesome. I love the Matrix.
I like the first one the best.
The first one was the best.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I liked all three. In fact, just like last year, we ended up watching all three in a marathon, like within a couple days. It was great. It was great.
Oh, Ambrose Vlog says, Vlog says, cognitive compacting is the term.
Cognitive compacting.
So it gets smaller.
That's what she said.
Your brain ran too efficiently for just a moment, and therefore it made you feel like you already lived your life in that moment.
Huh. It ran too efficiently or not efficiently?
Too efficiently.
Too efficiently.
Yes. Your buffer was smaller than usual. I mean, that's what my conclusion based on the word compacting. Compacting means made smaller. Right?
I feel like it was a brain fart, though. I was like, am I going to be showing a picture, or do I want to use an icon for this? Picture would be better. I can have higher res. I mean, I suppose for now, I'll just pick any pictures. I mean, all of the pictures I have are like the full busts. It would be kind of retarded to just have giant busts. And then they'd be super easy to click on. Let's just go with a button. So remember, I'm thinking of Pacify, so you're going to want to click on something that makes sense, probably. Another $5 from Corey Davis. Thank you so much for all these super chats, Corey. We really appreciate it. He says, I have deja vu a lot, so my brain needs something to make it work less effective.
Nah, man, don't worry about it. I don't think, you know what, I'm going to look it up. Is a lot of deja vu bad for you?
I don't know.
Does it mean you're going to go crazy or something?
I'm just going to use this spell book for now. So we'll use the spell book. And display conditions for this will be a variable. Check a variable. And if pacify images is equal to 1, then display it. And only if it's equal to 1. But the position, can I give it some code for the position? I want this to be displayed in a random position. That's kind of important for this whole system. When I tell this to display in a certain spot, like, the player's going to learn where they have to click and go through that. But if I just have it pop up randomly between some range, well, then that might be better. Picture code? Picture type, picture code? Can I put an eval in the X position? That's a question I'm having right now. Vino, do you know if I put an eval in X position, will it read it? Or does it need a real number? Can I just type in like return and put in an equation? Or what if I do like, what if I put it, no, it's just taking numbers. It's not taking letters. It just needs an actual number. Oh, no. DNE.
Deja vu can be a sign of epileptic seizures and brain tumor. So if you have a lot of deja vu, you may want to talk to a doctor.
Oh, gosh. Good to know. Oh, here we go. UI component animation. So we can have it do lots of stuff. X position, we're going to change this. We'll say run once. Duration, I guess 60 frames. Start position, end position. Oh, I can make them move across the map. But that's like easing, right? Easing curves. bounce. I'm going to have some fun with this, but it may not be exactly what I was originally intending for. Was it to appear in a random spot and maybe move around and stuff. Activation type on create. Continue from current, same as forward. That's all good. Start position can be, I don't want it to be off the screen, so let's give it like a 64 buffer. X position, so be left or right. And then I'm using 1280, so calculator, help me brain. 1280 minus 64 is 1216. A $5 super chat from Corey Davis, and he says, but I have no brain tumor and never had a
seizure before, but I have legally died twice in my life. You know, you can have something called partial epilepsy. I was actually diagnosed with partial epilepsy years ago, and I'm still not convinced like that I actually have any type of epilepsy. But in partial epilepsy, half of your brain seizes and the other half doesn't. And apparently having half a brain is enough to keep you conscious and like cognitive, but it can have other weird effects like you smell burning rubber out of the middle of nowhere.
I smell almonds!
Yeah, like odd smells is the #1 most common symptom of partial epilepsy. That just suddenly out of nowhere you're smelling something that nobody else can smell.
Yeah.
But then sounds, visual hallucinations, and other things can also happen.
That's interesting. Okay, so at this point I can copy this, paste it in here, and maybe move this one down here. And I can start it like at a lower spot. So, I have to change, before I copy paste it, let me just delete this. Before I copy paste it, I want this one to also have an X, Y position adjustment. I don't want it to start off the screen. So once again, I'll give it a buffer, 64. And then 1280 by 720. I need calculator. 720 minus 64, 656. Okay, and we'll keep the same, and I'll change them. I'm just gonna do 2 because I'm sure I'll have to change them at some point. The difference here was we're going to be checking for comparison equal to 2. All right. So now during the action sequence, it's going to do weights, and it's going to, I should name this, this is going to be Pacify button, click image. I'll call it click image. Pacify click image 1. Yeah, Nat brings up a good point. She says we can function with only half a brain. It's true. If somebody has so many epileptic seizures that it's eventually going to kill them, the treatment is to get rid of half of your brain. You just literally cut out half of your brain, and that saves your life. That's insane. It is crazy. Okay, I'm just curious how this is going to work now. Let me save this, So it's going to cycle through here for 60 seconds, or 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. And then it's going to have some extra weights because it's not fully done. But I need to see how the battle's going to play out here. We're trying to make a custom system where you have to click buttons during a skill. So we do focus, we pacify, and then it should show pictures, right? It's waiting for it, it's waiting for it. It didn't actually show them. That or I didn't notice it. Did it? Hold on. Okay. Boom, it should be showing pictures right now. It should be showing pictures. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is the entire thing only turns on if I toggle that switch. So arbitrarily, I'm just going to include a switch to control the entire thing off. So Pacify Pictures turns on, and then I can just turn this whole switch off, copy, paste at the bottom here. Boom, when it's done. So it's like the grand control. Corey Davis with a 777 super chat. He says, William McBlack, ask a good question. And with that question, he asks, how can you apply that to a set of skills? Let me see his question. What if instead of having the picture appear at a random place, have it where there's 4 random places it can be? So run a random variable. Then you have the HUD element only active on the return of a specific... Oh, I see what you're saying. So I would have more inside this common event and let that randomly pick where it's going to do. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Thank you, William McBlack. Also, Corey Davis, for making me look at that. I mean, I do try to read everybody, so I'm sorry, but I missed you there, William McBlack. Sworn we learned in AP Psychology that you can function with half a brain. Yep. It's a good thing T's here, too, helping me get these comments. Thank you, Corey and William. That's a great idea. So let me just try to get it working in the first place, and then that's how we can make it appear in a random spot. We just pick a variable and let it just decide. We can randomize it here, and then we'll just have we'll have multiple images inside. So like you'll have like, even though it's only going to display 5, we'll have like 20, and then they'll just, you know, they'll be in different positions. So it picks which 5 of those 20 it randomly does. That's really, really smart, and I'm glad that we live stream these events. This is good. It makes my game so much better when other people help me do it.
I learned something interesting when my dad got brain damage like 17 years ago, 18 years ago. They had to cut out the section of his brain that they say houses like all your motor skills. And so they told me there's absolutely no way he will ever move again. He won't even open his eyes because that part of the brain is gone.
Right.
But humans can build build systems in other parts of your brain where they don't belong. He was in a car accident when he was like 8, and he hit his face really hard around the same area, and had to spent years recovering. And so when he woke up from his coma after his brain injury, he was moving pretty well, and the doctors were astounded.
Like,
but the
what?
thought is that he already damaged that area, and so his brain had started building pathways in other areas to deal with movement.
Compensate for
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Another 777 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate all this money you're throwing at us. Really do. He says, I want to have a skill that when you pick it, it randomly chooses different skills to use. Didn't we talk about that before?
That's kind of like, it doesn't Final Fantasy VII have that, the slot machine girl? There's like a girl on your team where she has a slot machine.
I know that they have this, Setzer has it in Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
His roulette.
Yeah.
You know, and you
so it's a skill that literally picks from a random set of skills.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not completely random. It's kind of skill-based with Setzer in Final Fantasy VI. But if you wanted it completely random, it'd be easier, because then you're defining the slot machine is Kate Sith, says Toa. I remember the closest thing I can think of is Setzer's skill in Final Fantasy VI.
I thought one of their limit breaks was like a slot machine kind of thing.
Was it Tifa?
Something like that. I think it was one of the main characters, yeah. Just the limit break, though, not a regular skill. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't play that much Final Fantasy VII, so...
For some reason, this isn't showing, but I want to go back to what Corey is saying here. A skill that when you pick it, it randomly chooses different skills to use. What if you made a skill? Okay, check this out. Random skill picker skill. All right, and what if this skill called a common event? Right, and let's say that, well, that's a common event. We'll go to 43 and we'll say random skill picker. And in here, we create a variable, control a variable. We'll call it random skill picker variable. At least we know what we're talking about here. And we'll set this to a random 1 to 5, right? We'll say there's 5 skills. Corey Davis with another $5 super chat before I can finish this last one. Thank you so much, Corey. He says, lol, I'm not supposed to be messing with new skills to get my demo beta out, lol and MV, but it has been on my mind. So what if we do this, right? Let's start over here. You've got your skill, and what it does is you use it in battle on an enemy or on the self, on the user, whatever. This one doesn't matter. You set it up to be however you want, certain hit, whatever description icon. You have it call a common event. So when you use it, it calls a common event. This common event will roll a random number between 1 and the max number of skills you want. And then you do conditional branches underneath that, and you check that variable to say if it's 1, and you do an else handler, and paste that inside here. Change this to 2. Copy this, paste this in here, change that to 3. Copy, paste it in the else. This way it will only do one, even if the variable's changing or whatever. The last one won't need an else handler. And then you do like a skill, right? You do a forced action. What if you do a forced action here? Force action, subject to enemy 1. Nope, we'll say actor. You'll have your actor that's doing it. I wish you could do, without a script call, I wish you could just do a variable. You put in a variable to check which actor's using it, because then you can use a variable to set that based on who's doing it. I mean, you need to do a script call for this to do it exactly 100%. But you select your actor and you select the skill on the target. And so, like, we'll just, put in anyone. So here would be the first one before seeing an attack on the last target. Copy this, boom, and then you change this so that your second skill is, whatever Pacify. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? You put in your skills here, boom, paste that in there, and then you select another skill, double attack, dual attack, yada yada. I mean, this would work somewhat if you had other things going on complicating the system. You might have to change a few things, but that's a general idea. Don't you think that would work, Corey? Could you, maybe you give that a shot? Make a skill that calls a common event, and that common event rolls a random number on a control variables, and then it runs a conditional that says if it got a 1, then do this force action. Otherwise, if it got a 2, do this one, 3, yada yada, so forth, so on. I mean, that could be a thing that happens. Oh yeah, Waka in Final Fantasy X. That's right. He had elemental slots. I love Final Fantasy X. I want to play it again. It's one of those games that I constantly think about whenever I'm playing RPGs. It's the best example of a good CTB. Final Fantasy X is the best example of a CTB that I can think of. Thank you so much, Corey Davis, for another $5 super chat. And he says, I think it'll work. Yeah. Nicola agrees. Final Fantasy X is a masterpiece. Ha 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 ha. Do you remember that scene? The laugh scene?
It was epic.
It was epic. It was very emo, too. It was a kind of emo. It's like, sometimes you just have to laugh so you don't cry. Ha ha. Try it. Try it, Titus.
So depressing.
I love the sphere grid system, too. The way that you level up is different than any other traditional RPG. A very, very good system. I actually want to make something like that with the HUD Maker at some point. Like a really good, full-fledged sphere grid system. I think it'd be legit. Anyway, what was I doing? Back to my my Pacify system thing we're working on. Okay, for some reason it's not actually showing pictures. So, okay, I gotta figure out why it's not doing anything. Variable Pacify images 1. And then for 60 frames, then it sets it to 2. So while this is... So, okay, hold up. This, the whole group, as long as the switch is on, it will show these things, which we turn on and then we turn off. And then for this image, what's our condition? Pacify images is equal to 1. And while that's equal to 1, then it should show this picture. And then it's got an animation property. Bounce, ease in. Let's just go linear here. Loop behavior, run once, linear duration for 1 second. Let's do half a second on the duration. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Linear, linear. Starting Y position, ending Y position. So it's kind of like goes across the screen super fast. Obviously, the way that it's looking right now, I mean, I don't see it at all. Let's make it bigger. Opacity, 100%. Okay, confirming that. And then on this one, we're going to make it mucho grande. Run once linear curve on create. Save, save, save. Okay, and then over here we hit OK. We save. We should be seeing pictures pop up when I use the skill, at least for half a second. They should go zoom, zoom across the screen. Focus, pacify. Now they should go, and they should go. But they're not. So I don't understand why they're not showing the pictures. Huh. What am I doing wrong here? Setting a picture, the variable to 1, waiting a second, setting it to 2, waiting a second, and then I turn the switch for the entire... This switch controls the entire group of images, and then the variable controls what image is being displayed. Eventually, when we get it working in the first place, I'll put a variable that randomizes. Just pick between 1 and yada yada yada, and do that 5 times. In fact, we can do that right now. Let's do the conditional branch. Or no, it's a control variable. So we're going to set our pacify images to a random number between 1 and 5. I mean, we'll make it 20 at some point. And then, essentially, we're just going to repeat that. So I could copy paste or I could loop. Let's do a loop. Loop this, boom. Cut this, paste it in here. So loop this. I mean, should I do a loop count? Then I need another variable for loop count. But then I can adjust it quickly. So let's do pacify images loop. I'll just say pacify p images. I like that. That's good. Loop count. P images. Add the 1. Shut up. Okay. And then conditional branch. If this variable p images loop count, it's never not going to be funny, is going to be equal to 5, then we break loop. Easy, right? Does that make sense? Turn on the container so it shows everything. Start a loop, and then change the image to that will be displayed from 1 to 5 randomly. Wait a second. And then add 1 to a loop count. And then if the loop count is 5, then break out of the loop and continue. Otherwise, repeat this loop again, re-randomize, wait another second, and add 1. So it'll do that 5 times. That looks more sophisticated. Doesn't need to be like that, but it's fine. He said, William says the eventing looks right. Do you have the condition in the HUD incorrect? I don't think so, but obviously something's not right. It's just not showing an image to me. It's not showing any image at all. So this is the battle HUD. It's using the battle HUD. You can see it's still showing all of this. I did hit save. Pacify images. This is, let me double click again. Pacify pictures switch on, then it'll display everything. And then image 1. This is if, oh wait, actually, the way that I set it up, it may not, I actually have to put up to 5 in here to make this, because it could be doing number 3, number 4, number 3, number 5, and number 4, and then it doesn't ever show 1 or 2. So the way that I rewrote it makes it a little bit more complicated to test it without finishing it. So I do need to finish it, actually. I mean, get to the next point. This one is not image 1, copy 1. It's just image 2. And we check it to say that pacify images is equal to 2. Yada yada. We say OK on that. I can copy this, paste it, bring it down here. Change this to say 3. Come on now. Come on now. Nope. 3. And then set this to be comparison equal to 3. Confirm this. Copy this, paste it. Goes here. 4. Set this to be 4. Okay, okay, okay. Copy, paste it. Now, no matter what, if it picks 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, it should be showing one of these each time. Set this to 5. I think it's something to do with the animation that I've got going on here. I'm going to turn off those to see if it displays at all next, if this doesn't work. Save, 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 reload, save, save, save. Go over here, save, 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 play. Okay, yada yada, skip that, go to the forest, and start a battle. And pacify. Pictures, 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 that should all be popping up, but none of it does. Huh. No, it's not doing it. It's not showing me pictures anywhere. It is doing the weights, though. Oh my god, did I bug out? I bugged out. We're locked up. What did I do wrong? Monkey balls. Alright. Oh, okay, I get it. It went to 6 here. Greater than equal to 5. Also, we need to set this before the break loop, set this back to 0. Control variables, set p images loop count to 0, and then break loop. Alright, fix that, not a big deal. But it's still not working, it's not displaying pictures. Yeah, I got that. Your X and Y position make it seem like it should be appearing in the top left corner. Okay, let's save this, go back to the HUD Maker. Let me just delete these. Boom, let's delete all this. X position 7. No, let's do 640, 360. That's not 640, 360 where it's at here, though. What's going on here, bro? What kind of screen does it think this is on? Something's messed up here. Hold on, let me close HUD Maker and reopen it. I've never had any issue with it so far. Negative 506? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, it's not using my game resolution. It's using the HUD display. That's the problem. It's drawing it off screen. Okay, now I need to know what's the top left then. Okay, it's top left, negative 542. 00 is dead center, yeah. It's resolution independent, that's right, that's right. It's actually using the HUD Maker's own X and Y position, not actual screen res. That's very important knowledge. But that's good. That'll explain, we've come to understand that. Okay, so what are our full dimensions then? If we're gonna go negative here, what is it like right here, like touching the very corner? Negative 640. It's negative 640. And then it goes to positive 640. Right? No, it doesn't. It goes past it. So weird, man. And then down here, 743? What the fuck? Wait, maybe there's a setting that I have to set up right. Like, okay, a property. Let me go to my settings. Maybe I have to tell the HUD Maker my game's resolution. And then it'll, like, the math will work right. You know what I'm saying? Huh. Fit to view? What if I full screen? Obviously, reload. It's not going to change. Did it fucking change? No, it's the same. Right, so it doesn't matter. It's such a weird... Okay, I have an idea. Let me create a new thing. I'm going to create a picture, and it's just going to be test picture. And it's going to be like a one dot, right? One dot. Oh, wait, I don't have anything that's one dot. I don't need a test picture. Cancel this. What I'll do is make this like 10% size, and I'll just use this as a test. Oops. Uh-oh. I can't move it. Oh, no. 50%. Okay, so if it's up in the corner, I don't understand the resolution. Like, why do I have a negative? Why can't this just be 0, 0 and this be my full game's resolution? I tell the HUD Maker my resolution. It's my first complaint that I have about the thing so far. This is my first actual complaint. The Pringle DC, hello, it's me, Gotcha Pringle. What's up, Gotcha? I have a new name now. Okay. Also, it's been a month since I watched one of your streams, I think. Well, welcome back. It's good to have you. What's up, Ido? How you doing? Toe McDowell. Some names came in here. Well, regardless, I'm gonna just have to throw out some numbers and see if I can make it work. Right, let's try this. Over here, I can figure out the numbers here. So where it's at, let's say I wanted it to start here, I would say negative 540. And then 63. So X position negative 540, and then ending in position, what, like 540? Let's try that. And then for Y position, where's it at? 63. Let's try 64. What? Y position, 64. And then what's the bottom that I want it to go to? Probably not to the bottom of the screen, just like down to here. The Y would be 420 blaze it. Okay, we'll put that in there. And now I'm going to copy these settings. Can I copy? Can I copy the whole thing? Negative 540, 540, 64, 420. So they're all going to look the same right now. And I'll just have like, 20 of them like this. It'll be fine because I'm going to change their position with the animation thing. But I just want them to show. I just want to see them, and make sure that I'm doing this properly. Because so far I don't see why it wouldn't work. All right, let's try that again. Save, 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 save. Go back to where you were. Reload. There you go. Let's try it again. Come on. Oh, there it is. You see the pictures there. The picture showed. Okay. It did it so fast. Now let's change it in the HUD Maker. Okay, that's progress. That's progress, guys. I just wanted to make sure that it was showing the pictures like it was supposed to be. What's up, Cyberman Sigma? How you doing? Stoppable Force says, I think I know what's happening, but it really is annoying to explain. When you move it to the top left, for example, the X should have been -640, but the number it shows for X is -640 plus half the width of the sprite because it's reporting the XY coordinates of the center. Yeah. So I'm going to change this duration of the curve. Let's make it 2 seconds, and we'll make it a, I don't know, elastic. I don't know. We're just going to try. Let's change them to back and forth as well. Back and forth, elastic. Elastic ease in, back and forth on create. Oh, also the duration. I wanted it to be slower. Kind of tedious at this point, but we're doing cool shit, so it's okay. Like, if it works, then it's worth it. I have to change the comment event too, but that's fine, as long as I don't forget to do that. Let's match them up. Did I change these? Back and forth, elastic, 120 on create. So many components to think about. This is why I wanted to do 2 of them, but then I did a loop and just kind of shot myself in the foot. I'm like, yeah, let's do the loop. Stupid. I should have just done it. It's fine. Hindsight, you know? Hindsight. Did I change the frames? Duration 120. Duration 120. Okay, let's save. Save, go. Try again. What? Did it do anything? It's like the pictures are drawing on the bottom or something. Full screen shouldn't make a difference at all. Are we seeing pictures anywhere? We did draw pictures before. What? I don't even see them. I don't even see them anywhere. Okay. Oh, I guess I need to change this as well to be 120 to match up. I doubt that'll change it though, because it still should have drawn them and then like halfway through it should have just skipped to the next one. I didn't mean to do that. Pictures, come on, show me pictures. Nope, no pictures. Oh, it like showed on the side a little bit. I saw like a corner of a book. So once again, it's just positioning that's off. It's gonna work. Darn it. Here's what I'm going to do. I got it. Here's a quick fix. I'm gonna change it to be random 1-to-1. Then all I have to do to test it is change this first one, because this is just checking for 1. So it will always be 1. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. Negative 420 to 420. Let's get closer to 0. And then let's go, I don't know, 128 to 360. And we just change that 1. Save it and go again. Maybe I'll try that next, stoppable. So it should be drawing the same one. Huh. It's just not showing them. I don't fucking what? All right, let's go 0, 0. 0, 0. Start at 0, end at 0. And then start at 0, end at 0. But wait, for the Y position, is the Y position 0 in the middle? 0 is at the top for Y, right? This is so flippin' weird. Okay, if I go down here, let's look at its position. This says it's negative 542 and 647. Okay, whatever. And then up here, negative 542 and 23. So 0 for the Y is at the top. But 0 for the X is in the middle of the fucking screen? Why? Why is it like that? Wait a minute. It's in a container. It's in a what if I put, hold on. What if I put this? I gotta move these like this first. Oh no, I lost my numbering. This is 2. What a mess here. This is, which one is this one? 3, 2, 3. Which one's 1? Is this 1? This is 1. Okay. This is 1. This is 2. I'm just wondering if, because I put it in a container, does it affect its position because it's in like a container? You know what I'm saying? Like now is this bro, that's it. The X position is relative to its container because this component is a child of the parent Pacify images group. So all of the numbers are skewed by where the XY location, XY position of the container is at. So if I put this box at 0, 0 right here, gosh damn it, right here. If I put this at 0, 0, then everything will line up properly. So this can now be, oh, that makes so much more sense, right? 0, 0 top center is new to you, right? That's because, what was that? Oh, nothing. Mm-hmm. That's because it's getting X and Y position data from its parent, which is the container, which is this little box. So that was my fault. But I didn't realize that they would be independent, or they would not be independent, right? Oh, it's such a eureka moment. And it makes so much more sense to me now that I know how that works. That's good, because you can create an anchor point and just write in the numbers for, all right, whatever. We learned. So if you're going to put them in a group and you want to still access X and Y positions relative to your own resolution, then what you're going to have to do is put your container at 0, 0 and adjust the container as such. Like, boom. So then they all move. I messed it up again. 0, 0. Boom. Now all of these, now I want to check. If I take this and put it over here, it should be my resolution, approximately. 1280 by 720, yep, okay. Now it makes sense. Now it makes perfect sense. Okay, now I just go back to my original numbers. My X position, where do I want for the first one to be? Let's just go with a 64 No, let's do 128. $11.52. Boom. And then for the Y position, which would be the top to bottom, 720. So 128, and then 720 minus 128. 592. And since we're only rolling random 1 to 1, I should get a different result now that I have this change, as long as I save it. Save it. Okay, hopefully this works. Come on, baby. Where's it at? Where's it doing? Where's it at? Come on, give me a break. Give me a fucking break. Where's my pictures? I want pictures now. It's not showing pictures. Doesn't seem to be showing them anywhere. All right, all right. What am I doing wrong? Let me get rid of... Hold on, can I copy these? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the animation here. Boom, boom. And basically, it should just show the picture in the top left. It should just show it there. And it won't move, it should just show it there. $5 super chat from Corey Davis saying, Drift, check your common event. Okay, we'll do it right now after this test. It should just show me the picture now. When I use it, it should just show in the top left and stay there. Picture. Okay, so it is drawing the pictures, and we know the problem exists somewhere in the animation that I put in, because I removed the animation from it, and then it started to work. Or it stopped working. Okay, so that's where the problem lies. All right, what did you want to see, Corey? So, okay, this is the action sequence, the common event. At the top, it's just doing a setup action, battle step, then the camera, do the little glitchy thing, and then reset the camera. Does a shockwave thing, and then the color break. So that's the whole like little effect thing. And then the action animation is the little charge thing, and so that's all blah blah blah, right? Just all visual. And then here's the thing that's happening. I'm turning this switch on that's turning all of them on, because that's the container. So like show everything in that container, and then start a loop and pick a random number between 1 and 1. It'll be like 1 and 20 when I'm done, but right now it's just 1 and 1. And then wait 2 seconds, and then add 1 to a counter, a loop counter, and check to see if the counter is greater than or equal to 5. And if it is, set it to 0 and break the loop. Otherwise, do this part again, where it picks another random number, waits 2 seconds, and adds to a variable. Boom, boom, boom. So it does that 5 times, and then boom, breaks a loop. And then, which after you break loop, it goes underneath the repeat. So boom to there. At that point, it turns the switch off, which removes the container. So even if there's any pictures showing, it should remove them. It should get rid of the picture, because at this point, I'm turning off the show pictures container. So there's still a problem that exists. It's not turning the switch off, which I don't know if it's because it's in the middle of an action sequence or what the deal is. Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. He says, nah, I was thinking about the 120 you change in the common event, but you got it to show up, so never mind. Yeah, but they should also disappear after the common event's over, because I'm turning off the container switch. So that's confusing to me why this isn't working as well, because I'm saying the picture should only be showing while this switch is... Oh. Well, this is on, and I'm so fucking dumb sometimes. Turn it off. Okay, that fixes that bug. But moving on, then it then does the damage, and everything else seems to line up fine. Am I doing something else stupid like that? Everything looks fine. Turn it off, then turn it on, then turn it off afterwards. Okay, that was why it kept showing. Thank you, Corey, for the super chats. Okay, so now it should show the picture in the top left, but then after the skill is done, it should disappear. And then we know the problem exists in the animation. Show the picture and then disappear afterwards. And yeah, okay. So the problem exists somewhere in the X position, Y position animation add-ons inside the HUD Maker. And that's what I've got to fix. I've got to set that up to the right things that I want it to be. What's up, Shock Monkey? How you doing? Have you ever thought, says the Pringle DC, what would happen if you got 200% of donations from things? I mean, you'd know what it would do mathematically, but think about people getting rapid donations. They'd get double. I don't know what you're trying to say. I mean, I don't get double my donations. I get 64% of them because YouTube likes to take a sweet cut. PayPal gives me 99%. They only get the 1%. All right, so let me go back in here and start adding some properties. Okay, let's try run once. Start at, what was the thing that at 128, and then just say 1100, whatever. I can go in and change it. Run once, linear curve, 128, just the X. We're gonna do this one step at a time and try to problem solve. I'm actually really enjoying this. Okay, pacify. Show the picture and move. It just literally was boom in a split second. It just jumped over there like boom instantly. So it didn't really like slide like I wanted to. It just went to that position. Okay, maybe I have to enable like easing or something. You know, like tweening. X position. Easing curve, linear, linear just puts it there. Let's just start at the top and go down. Quadratic, easing in. Easing in and out, sure. This kind of dev work is oddly cathartic. This is exciting work for me. I like doing this stuff. It literally just goes boom, there. It's supposed to start here and go all the way to there, but no. Over 2 seconds, it's supposed to go do boom, like voo douche, douche, but it's not. It's not doing that. But I mean, every time I'm looking at it, it gives me a better idea of the number. I'm gonna start at 256. No, X, because I gotta change the Y position as well. But before I mess with anything on the Y, I need to do one thing at a time. Let's try just ease in. Just ease, quadratic ease in. It just seems to just be jumping. Like, it doesn't ease at all. It just changes position. It just fixes the position. Okay, start on the left and go to the right. Come on, over to, nope, it just boom, right to the right. Okay. Oh, you know what? HUD Maker would not require me to restart this, so I'm doing it a little bit hard way, but that's fine. Let's try this. Cubic. No, wait. Let's go with easing out. Let's try easing out. Save this. Save this. I'm going to stay in the game this time, and I'll be able to just test it one at a time. Go to forest. Explore. Focus on pacify. Boom. It just goes there, and it doesn't seem to fix it. Okay. The good thing about HUD Maker is I can make an adjustment on the fly here, and it should, as long as I hit save, it should. What if I put it on repeat? Confirm. Save. Pacify. Oh, it's doing it. It's starting to do it. Oh my God, that's right. It's doing it. Okay, that was good. That was really good. Progress. Okay. Go here. Not on repeat. I kind of just wanted to go back and forth. Duration 120. And we used ease out. Okay, so let's use cubic ease out. In fact, let's copy this, paste it, and change this to be Y position. and start 128, and then what's 720 minus, let's just do 500. Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. He says, dude, that's OP, and you can keep the game open and change stuff. That's worth it. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, the HUD Maker Ultra Pro is awesome. There's so many systems that I can do with this program, with this add-on. Okay. Oh shit! Oh shit! Look at it! Look at the book! Look at the book! It's getting there! It's doing it! It's starting to do the thing. Okay. You gotta click it! You gotta click that little Pacify book! Pacify them with a book! Of course, I don't have any code to run when you click on it. We're gonna get there, but I want to make all the books move first and do the thing. Okay. That's good. That's good. It's getting there. It's duration 60, yeah. Stream delay. All right, one more. 500 is too much. It goes too far low. Let's go 400. Cubic ease out. Not back and forth. Let's just do run once. Run once. Oh, I know why it's doing that, because it's running it 5 times. It's doing it 5 times. We'll say run once, cubic ease out. No, let's try the next one. The quartic ease out, I don't really know what the difference of the... I'm sure it's mathematic and it changes things based on the numbers, but I couldn't tell you the difference really. On create, continue from current, same as forward. Quartic ease out, run once on the Y position. Now let's go here, do the same thing. We'll do quartic ease out, run once. On create, 120, 120. Okay, so it should do like 10 seconds of moving the book around, basically. Pacify. So it's not doing it. It just stays there. So it's specific. You have to do repeat, don't you? So I'm going to change this one thing and see if that makes it so that it works. It's got to be repeat. Oh, but I like the back and forth actually. So we'll change it to be back and forth. Back and forth. Okay, so the behavior back and forth looks the best. I'm going to change it to quintic. Repeat back and forth. Quintic until it just kind of like looks and feels the best. Save it. Get into combat again. Pacify. There it is. Boom. Boom. I don't want it to stick around so long, but it's getting there. Check it out, honey.
It's a dancing book.
You gotta click the book.
Whoa.
It does it 5 times because it's running it 5 times.
That's cool.
But I can make it do it once, so you can see what each one would do by changing the common event. I do have to close it for the common event because you can't do that here. But if I set this to be greater than equal to 1, then it'll just do it once. And now I can have it loop as many times as I want. You know, just change the random number and the loop count. So the random number will be how many different variables do you want it to cycle through, and then the loop count is how many times do you want it to do it. So it gives me a lot of control with a loop and conditional.
Very cool.
But I'm saying specifically just do it once here. The Pringle DC says, hello, T.
Hi, Pringle.
So it should just do it once. Boom.
Boy, that's kind of impossible. Should have it do it twice.
No, it's going to do it multiple times.
Oh, okay.
It's going to do it a bunch of times.
I see.
Pacify. Cool. You're going to have books flying all over the place. In fact, 1 second doesn't seem like, or 2 seconds, it doesn't even seem like 2 seconds. Ready? Boom. 1, 2. Well, it's 2 seconds, but that's not very long. We should make it 3 seconds, huh? You think so? Because you gotta give the player some kind of like, oh, that was way too fast.
Yeah.
3 seconds per click. Eventually, they'll get the hang of it. At the beginning, it's gonna seem fast. I also need to change this to be 3 seconds as well. For these, duration 180. Duration 180. And let's try the next one as well. The sine ease. That felt a little bit better. You got this book happening, boom, boom, and you have to click the book, and when you do, I can have another animation play, and then I can have it add to a variable, and then the variable will be reset afterwards. Okay. I think we're making some progress on the system. Custom systems like this always take a little bit of extra time. Skepsis says, glad to see more progress happening for you. Me too. Me too. It'll get more fun once we add the next thing. So let's look at the next thing. Well, first of all, I want to find the right type of easing. I'm going to try circular easing. I'm going to go through them until I at least try them all once and figure out what feels/looks the best. Just part of the process. Oh, I like that one. That's kind of like real. That's way more smooth. Check it out. There we go. Book just comes in, boom, boom. All right, let's try the next one. So far, circular easing is my favorite, so exponential will be the next one to try. I like circular better. Okay. Elastic. We tried this one, but it was with the wrong numbers. What? This one didn't even show. Okay. So maybe that's why it wasn't showing one time, because we're using elastic easing. Elastic easing doesn't seem to work. Okay, what about back easing? Or maybe the very nature of what it is causes it to not yeah, okay. Elastic has it bouncing more, so the numbers throw it off of its range or out of its range. Okay, that's fine. And then bounce easing. Let's try bounce easing. So far, circular is my easing of choice for this system. Oh, it's cool. Oh, I like bounce. That's kind of cool. It does a little bouncy bounce, bouncy bounce. It's kind of hard to click though. I mean, it does the most movement. It feels more gamified because you can make it so that yeah. So I don't know, circular or bounce. I'm gonna leave it on bounce because it's kind of interesting. It's very interesting. Really cool, really cool. All right, moving on to the next thing. We figured out what easing we want. We figured out, at least for the first one, it's X and Y's. Size, picked a picture. We can always put another picture in when we want to. But let's do some extra data. Should we do any more animation? Let's make it rotate. We'll make it repeat, rotate. No, we'll do back and forth. No, repeat. Repeat, rotate with a... I don't know. Let's start with... No. We'll do easing out. Actually, we'll try one at a time. We'll do linear first. All I'm doing is adding a repeating rotation, starting at 0 and going to 360. So, or should I do 359? Because then it's going to repeat at 0 and you'll spend a split second on the same rotation. But that's fine. Duration, the same, 3 seconds. Okay. And we'll say confirm with that. Let's see what we can do to this book. Now it's spinning. The book is spinning. It actually looks really cool. We got a spinning book flying around in battle here. Oh, we got to click that Pacify book. Woo, boy. Get that spinning book. Yeah. It'd be nice if you could preview the animation in the HUD program. I don't know how it would really do that, but we're basically doing a preview in game. It doesn't make you restart, so that's really good. I'm going to keep that rotation. So what else can we do? Opacity, brightness. We can change the hue. We'll say repeat over 3 seconds, linear. Does hue go to 360 as well? It's a degree. So it would be 0 to 360 on like a... It's using degree, so I imagine it's 0 to 360. Or 1 to 360 or 0 to 359. Whatever. This should just make it go like all rainbow on me, right? Let's test it out. Save. It should be a rainbow book now. Oh, bro, it's the rainbow book. It's a spinning, bouncing rainbow book. Yup, that's what we're gonna do. You're reading it a story. That's how you're pacifying it. You're reading it a story. You gotta click on the rainbow book. Pacify books. Hey, I like it. One step at a time. Progress, boys. Alright, what else can we do? I think we're good on the animations. We've got it rotating, changing X and Y position, bouncing back and forth, changing colors. Now let's do something so that when we click on it, it actually does something. So, on hover, we can make it highlight. No, let's do on click. On click, we can just call a common event. Can we do anything else? Code. Yeah, we just change the code. We don't need to call a common event for this. Called on click, we're gonna do, I forgot what number it is. Game variables dot value of 30, I don't know, what is it, 32? I have to check. Our, we're gonna create a new variable and we'll call it skill add-on. Pacify, because our skill level is going to be, it's weird that I call it skill level. It's basically your whatever. I'm going to make a new one. Copy this, paste this, and it'll be called, it's 41, and it's going to be Pacify click bonus. Click bonus. Boom. It's going to be a click bonus. And we can just add one to it. Variable. Corey Davis with a $5 super chat. He says, my guy, SRD has made something here. Yeah, he actually has. It's really awesome. It costs $40 for the pro version, but I would say the free version gives you a ton of ability. You should get the free version 100%. And if you're serious about it and you start using it a lot and you realize you need more, then drop the 40 bones on it. I would definitely check out the free version though. There's no reason why you shouldn't actually look at it. Unless you just don't have time to learn it. It does take a little bit of learning, like every plugin and application. Okay, what am I doing? I'm just going to... I created a... This is a control variable. I want to adjust Pacify click bonus here. No, we're going to add. Okay, we're going to add after this math. Right here. This is where we're going to do it. Hold on. What did I do here? Did I mess something up? Oh, my brain. Pacify pictures on, and then add the Pacify skill. Pacify click bonus. Let me cancel my changes because I had a brain fart. I was looking away. Good. There wasn't anything else there. Okay. So after this math is calculated, I want to put in a new control variables, and I want to change the, what is it called? The mather skill. Pacify mather, and add the Pacify click bonus to it after the division. So after it's divided by 10, to get your base number, before it's adjusting the current Pacify HP, we're adding our bonus to it there. So for every book you click on, it's going to add, okay, so when I click on a book, this is number, trust me, it's gonna work. Just I can't explain it yet. Pacify click bonus is number 41. So in the HUD Maker, what I'm gonna do is say var x equals that. Okay, so it's 41, which would be 0. And then I'm going to say x plus plus. This is when you click on it. Oh, but then you can spam click. Oh, but I can also turn off, I can set the variable to 0 at that point. Yeah. Okay. X plus plus, hold on. There's just a lot of things that's got to happen for this to work. We're going to set it temporary to that, which would be 0 for now, but then we add 1 to it. At this point, we also need to change some variables. We need to do game variables dot set value of 41 to X and game variables dot set value of whatever variable I'm using to show the pictures. Pacify images. So that would be 38. I need to set that to 0. Okay. So that when you click it, 38. When you click it, you can't just spam it a bunch of times and like add up a bunch of points, you know? Like it'll disappear because the variable will no longer be showing it. So when you click it, it'll just disappear. Am I doing this right? We got a $14.14 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. I appreciate it. He says, sent you something, my G. Really? Service at PayPal? Fuck, Corey. You're showering us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Corey.
Bro, I appreciate that. Let's give you some props here. Let me get this Discord going. You know, I've found a way to gamify the PayPals, you know? I'm gonna do this. Wall of Heroes. Corey sent me $50 right now on PayPal. Appreciate that. On top of like, I don't even know, 100 something. I'm gonna add it up. It'll be here after the stream. What he's already sent on super chats. And he says SRD should have GUD Maker, a GUD Maker, as his, you mean HUD Maker, right? As his flagship plugin and make all his evol around that plugin. This dude is OP. This alone will upgrade my project when I do my next game into MZ. Corey, you really should just move to MZ. I'm telling you. Get with this program and in MZ, you can do so much more. It's fantastic. I think one of the big selling points for me to MZ also, I mean, I was already sold on it, but like if you were to ask me why should I get MZ now, I will tell you because it has HUD Maker Ultra Pro. That is another reason why you should have MZ, because you can use this program. Thank you so much for the $50 on top of everything else. Appreciate that. And yeah, shout out to SRD. I had to do a 4 because a 3, it's beyond a heart at this point. It's a 3 plus 1. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. It's a heart plus 1.
It's a heart plus 1. All right, thank you. Appreciate that, man. It's very nice of you. I got to see if this code works at all. I don't know. I think it should. It should work. $5 super chat again from Corey Davis, but I got so much work into it already. Ah, yeah, I know. Like I said, a lot of people, they ask, should I get it? And I always tell them it depends. If you're currently really heavy into your project on MV, finish up your project first and then move on once you want to start another project or the next one, or like DJ Callie said, another one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if this code works. So when we click on it, it's going to run this code that will do this. And double checking it, it's going to create a temporary X game variables and store value 41, which would be 0. Oh, then I need to also set 41 to 0, don't I? After it. Game. Because it'll add up too fast. Dot set value of 41 back to 0. So afterwards, I'm setting them back to 0. The Pringle DC says, every time I watch Drifty, I feel inspired to make my own game, but when I get around to making the game, I never end up finishing it, and it repeats, so I have 100 million project files. That happens. That happens. Oh, wait. No. I can't set 41 to 0 here. I have to set that to 0 in the common event because I still need to check it. Otherwise, what was the point of increasing it at all? Right? Yeah. So I just have to remember to do that. So I'm going to confirm that, save, go here, and then after it adds it towards the end, before it repeats the whole process again, actually right after you don't need it anymore, set it to 0. So we'll control that variable and set the click bonus back to 0. Otherwise, it'll be cumulative, and then every time you use it, it just adds more and more and more and more. It has to go back to 0 somewhere. So we're going to have the on-click and HUD Maker adjust that variable to go up when you click it, also turning off the thing that shows the image so you can only click it once. If you click it once, it disappears, adds to a variable, but that will add 1 extra % to it. And then, so if you click the books, then it adds to more % chance of pacifism, therefore creating the skill-based click game. But we also need to have some player feedback because it'll just disappear the book when you click on it. It doesn't feel very good. It'll work and it'll function, but you need it to be more fun. So I want it to play an animation as well. Can we do that as well? We can have multiple on-clicks, right? Oh, this is good. On-click, can we... Well, we can run a common event anyway to do the animation, which is what we'd have to do, huh? But how am I going to... Why don't I just do the animation inside the one code? Let's just do animation. So I need to... Did Archaea send out the MZ script call cheat sheet?
There's a thread with that, I believe. Let me look.
I believe it's different now, right? Because we're the way.
Weird. I just glanced at it, but I don't know. I couldn't wrap my brain around it.
So what I need to do, maybe someone in the stream knows. I need to write in script call the code that runs an animation.
Here's a link to the thread.
You can put that in the chat. Beautiful. Thank you, T. Mm-hmm. A collection of data script calls for certain functions of RPG Maker M to the Z's.
So it's in this widget. You have to click. There's like categories at the bottom.
Database? I suppose I should show people what's going on here.
I wish you could open it in another window.
I'm fine with this as long as it shows me what I want to see. No, I need event code. No, I need event code. Here we go. Beautiful. Oh, show animation. Let's find show animation. Can I control F? Show animation. Oh, technology. Technology. Character ID. Wait, what? Where's the code? Where's the code?
That's what I was saying. It's weird. Like, it's not the same as the old script call list. I don't know what you're supposed to even do with it, to be honest.
Okay. What's this fucking shit right here? Number, the code, a collection of data, event code, parameter. No, I want an example. I want a script call.
I know. I tried to warn you.
Where's the freaking example?
I wish it were in the same format as the last one. The last one made sense. I've looked through this and I'm like, I don't know.
Look.
What are you supposed to do with this?
How does this help me right now?
I'm sure people that are really good at coding know how to use it.
What the fuck?
I'm not that person.
Okay. I'm sure this is useful. In some way, I'm sure this part. What I need is the code. I need to write a script call to show animation. Yeah? What parameters is it looking for?
It's really simple. Something like...
It's like one line.
Yeah, it's very, very simple.
It's like...
I don't know where it is.
Anyway, let's look... Okay, let's open this one up. Script call collection. It doesn't show it for MZ yet. Okay. What? I have it. I have a link to it. I just think... Like, this could have been presented so much better, guys. It really...
Zulinga says, nope, I'm good at coding, but I don't understand it either. Yeah. I just don't
this could have been
understand
so much
how
better.
this is usable, to be honest.
All right, whatever. Let me just go here and bring up the one for MV. It's probably not this. It's
not the same.
It is not the same.
I guarantee you it's not the same.
Okay.
I've seen the new one. It's very different, and it's simpler, but I don't remember it.
RPG Maker MZ show animation script call. I mean, this has got to come up, right? Event command show animation script call equivalent. This is from 2015. No, this is not it. Well, this doesn't help me. Okay. Let me go back. Script call. Solved. Okay, no. Whatever. Okay. Why don't I call a common event then and just play it somewhere?
Is it game temp? Request animation? I don't know.
Is it in there somewhere?
I see this one here. Here, let me...
Maybe I'm just not navigating properly, right?
Yeah, it's probably our mistake.
Database.
It's unfamiliar, you know? It's unfamiliar, so it makes it difficult.
It's data animations.
I think that's what it is. I think it said to play the animation.
It said to play the animation. Thanks,
I think now I have to go back up there and read it. It's such a small little window. I hate this little window. Why can't we just have it in like a regular own window?
You know what's frustrating? It has the little resize button in the bottom right corner, but it's embedded, so it doesn't do shit.
Request to play animation with the target ID and reversal flag stored in the queue? I don't know. I think this is it. Maybe.
Is there a slider?
I have no clue.
How come there's no like slider left and right? This is so frustrating, Archaea. Why you do this? Can you put it in a Google Docs?
There is at the bottom. There should be a slider.
There's no fucking slider.
Oh, yours is bugged. Mine works.
All right, hold on.
I'm sliding all day. Sliding all over the place.
I could slide all day, girl.
Sliddy slide salute.
I could slide all over the place.
I got all the slides. Slip, slide, slap, and slid.
Nah, it's not sliding. It's not doing anything for me. Okay, wait, hold up. Request animations, target. Like, look at this fucking format. I'm so pissed at this. Why? What's the point of this fucking mess?
I don't know.
We gotta give a better format than this. This is not a good post. You're presenting all this great information in like this little scrolly box where you can't even look at it properly. And okay, arrow keys work. I'm sorry.
No, I agree. This is not ideal. I hope that it's put out in a better format at some point in the future.
Request animation, but look, it cuts off. It doesn't even finish. It doesn't even. Okay, hold on. It's right here. Request animation targets, animation ID, and mirror. Request to play the animation with the target ID and reversal. But inside of battle, is that going to work?
No clue.
Is that going to work? Okay, I got it. Look, I found a workaround. Because the action sequence is handled through a common event, I can use a switch that I can turn on with the code, and then I can turn that switch back off after I run a conditional inside the common event that checks to see if the switch is on. So when I click it, the HUD Maker turns on a switch, and then it plays an animation inside the common event. So I'm going to circumvent that and do it this way, another way. Once again, I'm going to use the HUD Maker for this.
Oh, Serlinga has a Google Doc link.
That's great. I figured out an idea that might work.
Is it on here? Wait. Oh, hey, look. The text on top of this weird widget thingy is a link. It doesn't look like a link.
Oh, really?
It just looks like text.
Wait, click it. Does it open up in the thing?
Yes. If you hover over it, it's a link. Show that.
It's a Google Doc?
Yeah, show where it is. So people know what I'm talking about.
Lily's up now. We have limited time until she's punching the microphone, and then this is a link. Oh,
It's
good.
a link. It just looks like regular text.
However, what is this? This is nothing.
Wait, is there no more to that?
There's nothing here. Wait, is there tabs?
Maybe I think your thing's covering tabs. You need to make your thing go away.
What do you mean my thing is covering tabs?
Make it go away.
Oh, here it is. That's so much better. I'm so sorry for yelling at you, Archaea. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Please make the link more evident.
I know, it doesn't look like a link at all. You'd have to hover over it to see that it's a link.
I'm so sorry. All right. Okay, anyway. It lets me scroll here. Regardless, let me bookmark this. This is a bookmarker. You want to bookmark this for sure.
For show. So, okay, so the widget thingy is convenient. Now that I know that there's a link, it's just convenient to have the widget thingy right there if you don't want to have to open another link. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Game switches dot set value of, I don't know which switch yet, but it would be to true.
So
Trier.
The thing is we just got to get good, Scrub, and figure out how to use this new format. Chances are it's probably better than the last one.
Well, yeah. I was just complaining
about. It's hard
about.
to learn new things.
I was complaining about why they would embed the Google Docs like that.
But it's not. There's a link.
But it is embedded like that. It's just
that's the backup, or
bold that link and point to it and say, idiots, all you idiots, the link is right here, you big idiots, for me.
Yeah, maybe
do that for me. Like, all you dumb idiots, click here. Thank you.
Maybe in parentheses after that, just put like, this is a link. Click
What's
it.
up, Marv Rebel? How you doing? You can click the mouse wheel to scroll. Check your message for link to the Google Doc directly. Thank you. We got that link. An hour-long phone call and you're coming back and it's still going. Well, we got a lot of stuff to do. I had a lot of stuff to get done, and I'm still in the process. I'm like on one. I gotta do this. So inside of here, I need to figure out. I'm gonna make a switch. So it's just, I gotta do a switch. So in here. So if it's greater than or equal to 1, loop count. No, here. Roll a number, and then when it's clicked, right? Whenever it's clicked, it's going to turn on a switch, and then it's going to check inside the loop. But then it has to be that same frame. That's the only way it works. It has to be the same frame. Otherwise, it just won't show the animation. Or I can have it turn the switch on, but then it won't show at the right time. I'm working on it in my brain. Hold up. I'm going to do a conditional...
There's a little bit of smoke coming out of his ears now.
Conditional branch that checks to see if a switch, and we're going to call it clicked, I'll just say p image clicked, and it will just, yeah, p image clicked. So if that is on, then I want it to show an animation, and we'll circumvent that by showing the animation here. Yeah, but is it going to do a show animation in combat? That's the thing.
Don't know.
This
Only one way to
event,
find out. Give
the
it a
player, this is not going to work. That won't work. It will just won't even show. And then after we turn the switch off, control switch, this won't work. I'm going to try it anyway. It's just like trying to play a show in animation while you're in combat. Oh, I know what to do. I'm in an action sequence. I don't need to do a show animation. I need to do a plugin command for a action sequence, boy. Yes. Yes. Action animation. No, not action. Just show animation. It's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. Anim show animation on all targets, just screen. Can I put it on screen? I don't know, all targets, sure, whatever. What animation do I want? Something passive. There we go. A song. Show this song animation on all targets. Wait for animation false. I don't want it to wait. Off. I don't know if it'll work still, but we're gonna try. I actually have to reload the game because I changed comment event. Did I finish setting up the code here? Game switches dot set value of 1 to true. Okay, 1 is not right. It's got to be whatever variable or whatever switch I use, which is number 11. P image clicked 11. 11. There's the baby on the mic. All right, time's running out. Hold on. Please just do the thing. Do the thing. Oh, I'm running it.
Is that better? I like that.
Good progress. Good progress. Even if this part doesn't work, we made some really good, significant progress today.
Don't touch.
I have to click it. I gotta click it though. Oh no, I totally clicked it. It didn't show the animation. Pacify. I mean, show me the picture. Picture. Give me click the picture. Click the picture. It didn't do it. I don't like. It should disappear if I click it, and it should show an animation. Oh, man. I don't know what's happening. I don't think it's working. I don't think that the show animation is going to do what I want it to do. Maybe I don't put it here. Maybe okay, I do a conditional that this is the loop, but then this is the, let me cut this. Oh, because it's in the middle of a wait, right? Variable images count +1. Put it here. So if I clicked it, it would turn the switch on, and then it would, if the switch is on, it should play that animation, and then turn that switch off and continue. Apply, okay. Okay, maybe that'll change it. Hi, baby. We're about to end. Thank you guys so much for coming. I've been working on this Pacify system, trying to make it click and play animations. That was 21% on that. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like it's playing the sound effect. It's going like. when I click on it. Like if I got the click. I feel like it's working, but we can't tell because it's not playing the animation. We'll get it. We'll figure it out. I'll keep working on it, and tomorrow we'll be messing with that a little bit. All right. Thank you guys for coming to the live stream. Fantastic, fantastic time. I feel like I made a lot of good progress on it. Hopefully you guys had fun. Hopefully I answered some of your questions. Thank you for tuning in and chatting and being a part of this wacky ride that we have here. Lily's talking to me now. Hi, baby.
She's saying dada.
I want to get dada now.
Dada.
Yeah, daddy. Oh, my big girl. Tell everybody bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
See, I'm just...
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. No, she's not going to say it. Skepsis Steve, thank you for being here. Flash 15X. Vino, my man, thank you so much. Sir Linga, Miss Lily 200. Toa McDowell, thank you. Marb Rebel, appreciate you for being here. Sir Linga, Eternals, the Tharsis, the Real Tron, the Pringle DC, thank you guys for tuning in. Tease Jams, of course, love you so much, honey. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
For letting me stream and have some fun time, some fun/work time. Flash 15X, William McBlack, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Toa McDowell. Of course, Corey Davis, bro, thank you so much, man. You just showered us with love and money and good ideas, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So Sir
Corey
Lincoln
Davis.
did confirm this is the code to show an animation.
Game temp, request animation, target animation, ID mirror. Yeah, but the targets, it won't show animation. Like that form of show animation doesn't work inside of a battle.
No.
So that would work if we were standing on scene map, but it's different one. It's like battle animation. We have to show battle animation. It's like in scene battle. It's a different class, I think. A different scene. But anyway, Corey Davis, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Toronto Gaming on Discord, for those of you who don't know. Toa McDowell, thank you so much. Pug Dungeon. Who else was here? Selimon Rerock was here. You talking? Tell him bye-bye. Shock Monkey, thank you so much. Eternals Atharsis. Stoppable Force. Cyberman Sigma. Are you talking? Electro Ninjas Lab, thank you for tuning in. Tasty Potty. That's a funny name. He says Final Fantasy X is the best battle system out of any Final Fantasy. The game itself isn't that great, but the battle system carries it. I agree. The story is okay, but the battle system and the sphere grid system and many of the systems that are involved around it, they really hold together as a very strong RPG. One of my favorite RPGs of all time. Missing Sky, thank you so much. Stoppable Force, Skepsis D, and on the Early Bird crew. Thank you for tuning in. Ambrose, thank you so much. Nat, Majora Web 29, thank you so much, Nat. Brian Perez, I see you there. Christian Micah, thank you for tuning in. Is that so? BG was here. Thank you so much, Tiny Goblin Productions, BG. Nicola Ungaro, thank you for tuning in. VeroClaw23 was here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Kiwi tuned in to say hello. Thank you, Kiwi, if you're still here. And there was some other people. Smo Valadorn, but it cut me off right there. We got another $5 super chat from Corey Davis right at the end. Sphere Grid is ahead of its time. Yes. Yes. Sir Linga says it's the same bit of code inside of battle. Really? So you just replace target with what?
Yeah, what do you put for target? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Like, I need an actual example, not just what the parameter is, so I can see. Like, that's really helpful, and I appreciate it. But at the same time, think of it like me dumb. Me need more example. Corey Davis with another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Final Fantasy 12, if And battle system is
Sir
OP.
Lingo says the enemy ID.
You just put the number? You just put the number for the enemy ID?
It's worth a try. Yeah.
Yeah, copy paste that in somewhere for me, honey. I don't know where it was at. I got baby over here and I can't really do much more. She's literally standing on my lap, hovering over my keyboard. She's gonna get a computer when she turns 4. I told her that. Daddy's gonna build her a computer, and when she turns 4. But until she turns 4, she's gotta just steal Daddy's computer from time to time. Huh? Yes. She's like, I'm gonna hold you to it, Daddy. I love you guys very much. Have a fantastic one. I would do an outro, but I'm holding a baby, so that's gonna be the outro. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Have a fantastic one. And bye bye. Say bye bye.
Say bye bye.
You wanna say bye bye?
Bye 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 bye.
Bye 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 bye. The Gambit system was awesome. I wish Final Fantasy XI would let you do that. Anyway, what is she gonna do with it? I don't know. Maybe
We put,
some
like,
learning games.
Little kid songs and ABC stuff. And she just said bye bye.
She said bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Bye guys.
Good job.